please. Operator 407 show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm calling because I called earlier and I was harassed by a number of police officers committing heinous crimes against me and refusing my complaints and making bogus false complaints against me. And they're retaliating against me for speaking against mass child rape and court abuse. Okay. Not only that, they threatened my cat and had a woman in the SPCA, I think, or something like that, the animal shelter on Delsea Drive in Vineland, and basically had her harass me and falsely accuse me and threatening my cat, okay, and me. So I basically called to make a harassment complaint, and they refused to take my complaint and took a bogus complaint and said that's all they're accepting is a bogus complaint to make it appear that I basically made a bogus complaint when they did not take my harassment complaint.
Okay, so ma'am, what are you calling for now?
I'm basically still calling for the harassment I endured earlier, and then being bullied and harassed by police for basically refusing my complaint and making a bogus complaint to make it appear that I falsely called the police for no reason.
Okay. Were you waiting for a call back from one of our sergeants?
Yeah, I forget the sergeant's name. I do have it on recording, by the way. I have to review it. I'm not sure. I don't recall on the name.
Okay. If you hear the recording, you can call back and request to speak to that sergeant.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I need to make a complaint, and I also need to make a complaint against somebody who harassed me earlier and threatened my cat. Okay, and I also need to make a complaint against the police officers who basically harassed me over it. They continuously are dropping trauma on top of trauma.
Okay, well, hang tight, okay? Don't disconnect.
Okay, all right. Dropping trauma. It's weird. Choice of words. Oliver.
Don't disconnect, okay? Hold on.
No, I'm here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Charter's office.
Yeah, who am I speaking with?
Officer Adams.
Officer Adams. This is Teresa Lockwood Surveys.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Adams. How are you?
Good. I'm sorry. I watched your video that you put on of me, but you got cut out.
Oh my gosh. Was that a while ago?
Yeah. I was so upset. I thought I was going to be on there talking about the NFL and the MLB.
Oh, my phone ends sometimes. It only has so much time on it. But what did you think of the video?
I love it.
I'm accurate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Okay. I'm going to look that up. It says Adams on the title.
You're going to put Adams on the title on the next one?
I don't know if I put Adams or not, but
No, you put something else. I can't remember what it was.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll use keywords in our encounter. So I'll try to find it. Okay, well, look, I'm glad you approve.
But listen, I don't want to hold you up. You wanted to speak to a supervisor?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've been through a lot of traumatic things in the past couple of years, many years, but since you know the story and some of it, all right? So now, the thing is, my roof collapsed, all right?
When?
Yes.
When?
And the thing, yeah, so everybody had to be evacuated, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the thing is that my cats had to be evacuated, which was very traumatic. Okay, reports were falsified against me. Okay, and my cat's being evacuated. Now the thing is I was harassed by an oh my gosh, SPCCA, I think it's properly called, the animal shelter on Delsea Drive.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so because we all had to be evacuated, including my husband, my son, and the 2 cats. Okay, which my cat and I was assaulted at the time, and reports were falsified against me. They basically, I was harassed by a manager in the SPCA, which because of their statements, I really believe it was police using them to harass me and falsified information on me. Okay, so I know you know about that. So you know I'm not bonkers, all right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so the thing is that they were I got 1 cat back. I was waiting for medical blood work to be a couple days for medical blood work to come back on my other cat. Because the thing is, she was ill. The thing is, she had a tapeworm, and I had her already on treatment. Okay. And the thing is that they found out that because I was like trying to figure out why she was losing weight. The thing is, she's 15 years old. Okay. Yeah, the smaller cat. She's 15 years old, but the thing is that they wanted the medical records to come back to see what's going on or whatever, and I was going to come back or whatever. But I was harassed by a manager. They made up all kinds of lies about me that was unbelievable. Okay. Huh?
What did they say about it?
Okay, the thing is, I knew she might have had a tapeworm, so I was giving her organic treatment that was recommended by veterinarians, legitimate veterinarians online with video and, legitimate videos. I don't just go to bogus nonsense, right? So, and the thing is like she was on like a clove, like black walnut treatment to clean out like anything in her system and all this other stuff or whatever, okay? So that was the treatment I was giving her. But the thing is like she gained weight and she was dropping back down. I couldn't figure out why. And like I said, the blood results said she had like a hypothyroid problem, which is common when cats get old. Okay, just want you to know that. Or animals or whatever. So she was excessively extra eating and drinking excessively or whatever. And the thing is, I feed them greatly. I had 2 cats. One was very they ate the same, except she actually ate extra, and I gave her extra chicken and healthy food or whatever. He's not basically that of a people food eater. He loves shrimp though, if it's broken out in tiny little bits. Yes. So the thing is that I was taking care of her. Like they had I'm going to say 60 now. I bought the last collar for 50 something or whatever on Amazon. I was getting them for 80. I got them every single year. They had expensive collars on. They're in pictures on video. Okay, so I took good care of my cats. I treated them very well. And she's like, oh, well, the manager, she said, oh, well, she had a tapeworm, which I suspected. And I said, all right. But she sat there and said, oh, that's caused from flea infestation. I said, my cats did not have fleas, and you were here. You were here. There were no fleas in my house or anything like that or whatever, okay? And she basically was making up all these lies. I said, excuse me, she could have got it from a stagnant water or anything like that or whatever. I said they did not have fleas, and they had very expensive collars on them that were previous years I paid $80 for them, right? So I'm like, they have it. I said, I treat them well. Okay, and they made up lies and sat there and said, "Oh Then she started making up more and more lies, and she's sitting there saying, "Oh well, she has to be spaded before she comes home." I'm like, "She's already spaded. Both my cats are spaded, and they did that to my male cat too." They're like, "Oh, well, he can't come home yet because he has to be neutered." I'm like, "He was already neutered." I said, "They have health records." I said, "We spend thousands and thousands of dollars on our cats, by the way, throughout the years." So the thing is to sit there and try to imply anything that I didn't take care of my cats is bullshit, because I have a big record on that. Okay? Right. So the thing is like she was just it's like, oh, well, you can afford medical expenses. I said, well, how much is this medicine? She would not tell me. But she kept making up lies. I said, you're delusional. I'm like, you're making up all these delusional lies or whatever, and you're sitting there trying to refuse me to get my cats back after you're making up lie after lie after lie. I said, you're harassing me. But they're refusing to give me my cat back. And I'm like, you're holding my cat hostage and you're slandering me and you're making up all kinds of lies or whatever. And I called the police. She harassed me. And on the report, they refused to put my complaints of the harassment in the report. And they just made it bogus, like I made a complaint for no reason and there's no legitimate harassment or whatever to make me look like I'm making a false call again. I don't make false calls. I'm an honest person. I'm very precise and detailed, okay? And I don't do those things. I'm not like these degenerates, okay? And the thing is, it's just... What's that?
I totally agree with you, Teresa.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's just like, I don't stoop that low. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? I went through trauma, and she's adding on trauma and trauma and trauma. And this is a thing. When I first tried to call about my cats, they didn't specifically say it, but they implied that they euthanized my cats. And when my husband tried, and I was all upset, my husband tried to call them, they told him he was confused. And this is the same woman who did this to me today. And she's lying about me. Her name is Jessica. Okay? And the thing is, it's like they're harassing me over my cats and refusing to give my cat back and making up all these things. And the thing is, it's just like I said, I've taken care of my cats and she's making up all these excuses and just delusionally making up lies. Okay? And there's much evidence that I've always taken care of my cats, always.
So, Teresa, let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
You know for a fact you take care of your cats, correct?
Yes.
So listen.
They have $80 collars and lately they have not eaten fancy feast, but they used to. Go ahead.
So you told me you take care of your cat.
Uh-huh.
So why are you letting someone try to tell you different?
I like your response. The thing is, I'm not. The thing is, because I'm battling against that. You hear me though? I'm battling against that. And the thing is, it's just that they're not in my life and they're delusionally making up all these things when there's evidence against what they're saying. Do you see what I'm saying? But the thing is...
I know exactly what you're saying.
Right. But they're holding my cat and will not give me my cat.
All right. So you want to talk to a supervisor?
Yeah, well, the thing is, the supervisor sat there when I tried to make a complaint and they falsified... Well, they made my complaint empty. So you can review that. What I just told you was my complaint to the other officer, and that is not in my complaint. And they sit there and say, well, that's your complaint or whatever. We're not doing another complaint or whatever. And I sat there and said, no, that's not a complaint. It's manipulative. They're leaving out the facts of what my complaint is that is harassment, right? And the thing is that they're making it appear in the complaint that I just made this call for harassment and downplayed it, left out my statements about harassment, and claim it's not harassment. So you know what I just told you? I told them. So look at the complaint. All the words I said is not in there. And the thing is, a couple of lines that are in there that made statements that was not what this woman said, but what I said somebody else said. And I'm very detailed and precise. I'm sorry. And precise. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know you are. I watch your videos. You know a lot.
Well, I mean, I know that what is sufficient to be usable in my everyday life, So a lot of people know a lot. Probably a lot of people don't think they know. But the reality is that people obtain what is useful in their experience in their everyday life. So it doesn't matter if I know a lot. Like what I say is like everybody's cup is filled, and some may have a teacup, and some may have a big gulp, right? But it's sufficient for their own person. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you put me in the medical field, I'm going to be ignorant to a lot of things. Okay. So, and that's fine. But the thing is, I stay in what I know, and I share what I know. Like you having your experiences, I don't know a lot of things that you know. But your experiences, I basically would appreciate, like, if you shared it, if I needed that information anytime in my life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's just like it doesn't matter if somebody has a small cup. Everybody's cup is full. So you can have a small cup. You can have like a 10 ounce. You can have a 32 ounce. Okay. Whatever's sufficient enough for your life,
Everybody's cup is full until they take a sip.
And it could be enjoyable or not.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, I'm trying to protect my cat, and I'm a protected person. And when something, you've seen it, when something is wrong, I mean, I'll go off on people. I can get hard. I can pierce you in the depth of your heart if you're evil, right? So you've seen that. Okay, but
I watch your videos,
and I can be gentle. And the thing is, it all depends how people are encountering me. And the thing is, the reality is, though, is that, like, I mean, I'm going to be very protected over things that are weak. I'm not going to sit there. You don't know if I like deceive or not. I try to be honest, though. There's a lot of deceptive people who claim they don't deceive, they're honest or whatever. But the thing is, look, you can't obtain what I obtain, right, and be a dishonest person. Like, I fight against a lot of dark principalities, crimes, and what infects the world. I deal with a lot of principles in law and everything else. So if you watch my videos and you understood that, you know.
yes.
So the thing is like, that's my whole war in life. And the thing is, I'm there's a lot of people who believe they're fighting for something that's right, and they're basically destroying society with in their fight. Okay? And the thing is, I could believe that. That's true. I could be in the same page. But the reality is, I'm still standing, and I fight for basically salvation of humanity. That's what I do.
Yes, you do.
Okay? So you've seen that. So...
Yep.
Even that, still criticize me. I accept criticism as long as it's basically my right. Yeah. No, criticism for everybody is good. It's a good thing.
Constructive criticism is good.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Bad criticism is no good.
Yeah, well, there could be, like criticism falls under, is critiquing. Critiquing is an artistic word of that. And it's a very, that's a nice word of saying it, and it makes it sound better a little bit. Even though there could be a lot of deception, it would make it sound better or whatever. But the thing is, you critique things or whatever. There's a lot of people who speak against criticism all the way across the board. No matter what, in that, they are actually criticizing hypocritically. I just want you to know that. So if they speak against criticizing, that's actually criticizing. They're hypocritically speaking against themselves. But you cannot eliminate criticism. But you're right. Constructive criticism is good. It's got to be lawful of a good conscience, So, yeah, we can all learn from criticism. So, I mean, I don't encounter much people that can criticize me rightly. So I have to criticize myself. I do it well, and I grow in wisdom with that. So I have God, who is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, by the way, who basically it's got to come above my basically wrong or error and thinking if I have any, and corrects me. I listen to reason. That's what reasoning is, So it's good, you got to accept, like, we could be wrong, and we gotta kind of put everything on trial, So in our thoughts and things. So it basically does cause you to grow in wisdom and things like that. But if you actually go on my page, right, on Facebook, and there's a great proverb, and it says, with much wisdom is much grief. Okay? So it is true, because it will cause you to see more. If you see more, you're going to see a lot of evils, and it's going to it's going to grieve you. But you know what? Even though people speak against depression and stuff as mental illness and all that, depression can be a very, very good, beautiful thing. So, no, it's not a mental illness, only if you're basically in error in that. But depression is the opposite of oppression, by the way. But the thing is, it's like, it does. But the thing is, it causes you to see more. And the thing is, when you speak by the wisdom from that grief, you can actually do more for humanity. That is unbelievable. That's why a lot of people in false government and corruption in government try to suppress like grievances and depression and things like that. But depression is protected. This is an original statement by me. Depression is protected by the First Amendment, by the way. This is why we are to address our grievances. So I just want you to know that. I'm okay. Go ahead.
Cool. But I have to run out.
I know. But look. Can you I need my complaint. So my complaint is my cat. Can you protect my cats? Look, you're a canine officer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, dogs are not enemies against cats. I'm just saying. But can you please help me with my cat, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the phone with the sergeant.
Okay.
All right.
Can you hang on to my statement, though? Because you know me, and you know me. I know you know. I need that. I'm trying to save my cat here.
All right, I'll let the sergeant know. He's in the hallway right now. Go get him, and he'll be right on the phone with you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I'm going to put you on hold for a second, okay?
All right, thank you, Adams.
You're welcome. I'll be looking for this video on YouTube also.
It will be.
All right.
All right, I got a few more minutes. 4 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold it over. That's interesting. So it's like 25 minutes on the head of my videos, counting down 22, 26, 27. So it says 25, 43. Look, I haven't figured out this phone, so I'm gonna have to call back. I'm in the middle of like a couple different things, and my chicken is in the oven. I'm blistering my skin on my chicken. It's the only way to cook a big chicken. That's how you gotta do it. You cover it 45 minutes. Uncover it until the skin blisters. That's how you do it. So I gotta get it right. I might have to end this because my spouse is calling me and he has needs. What do you need? What's that?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hi, Teresa?
Yes.
Teresa, it's Sergeant Lavari at the Vineland Police Department.
Okay.
Officer Adams just gave me a heads up on what's going on.
Okay.
It seems like you guys kind of worked out some of the issues. I mean, he is a canine officer. He definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, if you can leave it up to him to help me. Look, I'm trying to protect my cat, and I basically was harassed today by Jessica, manager at the, it's called SPCA, I think, the animal shelter on Delsea Drive. So my cats were on holding because we had to be evacuated from my house. I was harassed. They made up all kinds of lies about me, trying to hold one of my cats. I got one back. I had to report it, but the report was falsified, and all my harassment complaints were not incorporated in the complaint, and it made it appear, that was Officer Williams, made it appear that I made an illegitimate complaint, which I do not do. So the thing is, they did not put the details of the harassment that I wanted to report regarding my cat. I do fear for my cat's safety. So, I mean, at least, if anything, if somebody can reach out to make sure my cat is protected. I think Adams, like, knows. He knows, like, I mean, I have so much evidence that I take really good care of my cats or whatever. They were making up all kinds of stuff that were not true and can be scientifically proven against their statements. I am going to do another video probably, because I can't put every little detail in my statements every time. It's not always, we're not going to have the exact same cookie cutter full statement of everything or whatever. But the thing is, it's just like I fear for my cat that is over there. They already manipulated me, by the way, and it gave me the impression that my cats were euthanized until I got a call. And then they sat there and tried to adopt my cats out. I went through a lot of traumatic experiences with my cats being there. I got one. I'm summarizing things, so I got one, but I was harassed today, and they were trying to make excuses not to give my cats back when I'm trying to pick up my cats or whatever, and I was harassed by this person, like I said, that gave the impression before, and even manipulated my husband in the past when he tried to call, and basically stated that he was confused and all these other things or whatever when we were trying to get our cats, and like there was a lot of just traumatic like things that are happening. I just want to make sure my cat is protected. I'm trying to get my cats back. That's my main focus and my goal or whatever. But I was literally harassed today. I mean, I suffered a lot of pain.